You're welcome to my channel, Real Talk with Nancy, and thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. For those of you that are new to the family, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button as well. But before we continue today, I want to let us know I love you guys so much. Thanks so much for your love. We're talking about singles, societal pressure on being single, the purpose for us being single, and how to overcome this pressure when it comes. The first thing you should know is that singleness is not just a state of being unmarried. It's a time you prepare for the journey ahead of you. It's the time you prepare for that stage in your life you're wishing to go into. It's a time you prepare psychologically, emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially. Prepare your heart. You mature into these things. Singlehood is not a time to just while away your time and wait till the right person comes. No, it's a time for preparation. I want to tell us that singlehood is a gift from God. It's not a curse. Though it has its disadvantages as well, it has its advantages. Sometimes it can be very hard to stay single in this world. A lot of people are on your case. When are you gonna do this? When are you going to do that? When are you getting married? I don't think you're getting old. When are you gonna get a stable relationship and all that? But remember, it's not a permanent phase. It's a phase that you will outgrow when the time comes. So we're going to talk about some of the purposes for being single. One of them is discovering yourself. A lot of people go into the next phase without discovering who they are, without discovering the things they can tolerate, the things they cannot tolerate, without discovering the person that they really are. If they are hot-tempered, if and not tackling this thing they discover about themselves. Everyone has his or own flaws, but when you discover your flaws and you put effort to work on it, that's when it becomes better. But a lot of people don't discover these things. They just assume that it's part of life without putting effort. One of the major purposes of being single is discovering yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your flaws, and every other thing. Number two is exploring what you want to do with your life. The state of being single is a time to know what to do with your life, what you have passion for, what your heart yearns for, what your heart longs for, the things that you do and you're comfortable with that, you're not being pressured to do them. The state of being single is a time to explore those parts of your life and the nature what you really want to do out of your life. Number three is a time to gain confidence. You can't go into your next stage with the low self-esteem character. You have to be confident in who you are. Yes, you're single. It's a phase and it's going to pass. You have to be confident. It's not a bad thing to be single, but a lot of people go into depression in that state. I'm single, all my mates are married, all my mates have given birth. And at the long run, they lose their self-esteem. They become a shadow of themselves. They no longer have confidence in themselves. So the time of being single is to have confidence. Yes. Number four, it's about loving yourself. This is one of the most beautiful thing to do as a single. Whether you're short, love yourself. Whether you're tall, love yourself. Whether you have all the physique that you want in your body, just love yourself, because you can't love someone else if you don't love yourself. You can only give what you have. You can't give what you don't have. If you don't have love to give to yourself, you don't have enough love to give to someone else. So one of the major points, or a major purpose rather, of being single is loving oneself. Number five is you have time to save. When you're in the next stage, you have a lot of responsibilities, mostly for the parents. When you become a parent, you have a lot of responsibilities. This time though, you is as if you're alone without those responsibilities. It's time to save up. Though sometimes you have a lot of things that you spent money on, but it's a time to be deliberate with your savings. Then the last one is a time to be focused. The state of being single is not a time to be distracted. It's a time to focus on what you want out of your life. It's a time to say, this is what I want. Even out of where I'm going to as my next phase, this is what I want. This is what I don't want. Be focused, be intentional about it. Yes. So that's all for the purpose of being single. And let's talk about societal pressure. The society put a lot of pressure on single people. When you're a lady, you are above 25, then a lot of pressure start coming from family, from friends, from your place of work. When are you getting married? When are you going to settle down? It's not a bad thing, but you don't allow this pressure weigh you down. It's not the time you start beating yourself up, eating yourself up. Being single is not your fault. It's not your fault. Some persons say it's your fault. It's a time, God is giving you a time to fix yourself. But you're not seeing it from that angle. You're seeing it as a point of, oh God just don't want to answer my prayer. God just don't want to give me the right person. God is telling you, fix yourself before I bring the right person your way. Some ways you can actually deal with societal pressure. One of them is to be aware. Be aware that societal pressure will come. It's not funny. It must come from parents, from peer group, from co-workers, from loved ones, from people generally. They are just going to pressure you. You're in a relationship, you're both 25, you're both 30. What are you waiting for? When are you going to get a good man to settle down with? Be aware that it's going to come. When you're aware of something and you know it comes, you have a way of dealing with it. Number 2 is to have inner optimism. Deep down in your heart, be positive. Know that yes, for now I'm single, but in the next few months, in the next few years, I'm not going to remain single. Have that inner optimism deep down in your heart. Then the last one, empower yourself. As a lady, empower yourself. As a man, empower yourself. Emotionally, mentally, empower yourself. Do things you know that you won't have time to do when you're married, when you're in that next phase. Make good use of your singlehood. Remember, singlehood is not a curse. Remember, singlehood is not a permanent thing. It's only a phase that will pass. I'm so glad, and I'm sure I might have added value to you. And if I have, don't forget to like this video. Thank you so much, and bye.